Hey, I want to welcome you today to the Not Perfect Cooking YouTube channel. So I've got some questions about what I eat for breakfast. We usually don't eat truffles like what E.G. made the last video. If you didn't catch that video, link down below in the description and I will have a link to that video down there inside the description. She did a great job making those, and if you have tried them, I'd love for you to put a comment in down there and let me know what you thought about them. We don't eat truffles for breakfast, and no, I don't eat a hamburger for breakfast either. The truth is that I don't always eat breakfast in the mornings. It just depends on if I'm hungry or not. I eat a lot of protein, and protein fills me up at nighttime. So I eat up until about 6 o'clock, maybe 6:30 at the latest, and then that usually lasts me until about noon the next day. But there are days whenever I do not get into that pattern. So I have something really small at supper, and then whenever I wake up in the mornings, I am ready for breakfast. So I will make something that has protein in it, which brings us to today. These are going to be fluffy egg muffins, I guess you would call them, but they're really not a muffin. So let me show you how this works. Let me show you what we're going to do for it, and let's get into it. So the first thing that you need is 6 eggs. So we're going to crack open 6 eggs and get them into this bowl. So hey, our oven's preheated. All right, so we need to get moving so we can get this thing done. First thing I need to do, since I touched raw eggs, I'm going to wash my hands. All right, 6 eggs in. Next thing we need is, this is going to be 1/4 a cup of Parmesan cheese. I've got the grated Parmesan cheese, so we're just going to pour that straight on in there. So that's good. Now I need 1/4 a cup of heavy cream. I'm just going to use the same cup, and I'm actually going to go a little over with it, just a hair. Now we need some, I like to use salt, pepper, garlic, and I just sprinkle this to taste. I just kind of know, so that's about right. Now, who needs a blender whenever you have a 12-volt drill? So I just put a little whisk on the end of this, and this is a man's blender. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. I'm going to start kind of slow, even though I started it up fast there. I'm going to start doing this a little bit slow. Try to get this all in, and then I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit. I'm not looking for a specific consistency or anything as far as the mix is concerned. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. So bring this one over. So I've got these silicone cupcake cups or muffin holders, but these are silicone, so they should pop out pretty easily. This can be the first time I'm cooking with the silicone ones, but I'm still, even though you don't have to, I'm still going to use some bacon grease on the silicone. I don't like to spray my stuff like with butter or any of that type of stuff. I'm going to use this grease to kind of just grease the pan up, make sure that it's good. So this should make somewhere between 9 and 12 little egg fluffy muffin things. Now we need to add in some goodness. Now I'm going to try another first as well. Usually I do cheddar, or I'll do a Mexican blend cheese. I'm going to try some mozzarella and see how that tastes in here. So I'm just taking a little bit of I'm taking a pinch of cheese, and I'm just putting it inside the bottom of each one of these. And now some more goodness, real bacon bits. So I'm just going to take a pinch of this and add this in. Got our bacon in, we got our eggs in. Putting this over to the side. I did tell you that I preheated the oven, so the oven is preheated to 365. So go ahead and do that if you haven't done that already. And so 365, and we're about to start cooking. Now the other thing that I did is inside the muffin pan, the tin one underneath, this is real flimsy. So I didn't want to just put that directly in because of how flimsy it is. It just wouldn't hold very well. So I put it on top of this muffin pan here, and I've been watching some other people. They'll actually cook with water up underneath it to just try to help to get a little more of an even cook. Never tried it before, and we're going to try it and see if I like it. So I put a little bit of water inside the muffin, the tin one, And then I'm putting this right on top of the tin one. And now I'm just gonna pour a little bit into each one of these. And I'm basically gonna pour it up to, I don't want it to full. I don't want it to overflow. So we're gonna pour it down just a little bit because they will rise when they're in the oven. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook some cheese and bacon on here as well and just go ahead and throw that into the oven as well. So I'm gonna put it into the oven for 20 minutes at 365. And we'll be back in a few minutes and I will show you what everything looks like. So throwing it in the oven. All right, well, we're gonna give it just a few minutes, let them sit, and then I will pop them out. All right, so I've given it a little bit of time just to kind of sit in the pan and just kind of get a little bit cooled off and just kind of come out a little bit better. These mozzarella things, oh my goodness, they're really good. So let me go to that first. Man, they're good. Yeah, I mean, it's like a mozzarella cheese stick. I know I've got some friends with an Italian background that are just cringing every time I say the word mozzarella. Believe me, I know. All right, so now I'm gonna take a spatula and I'm gonna pull one of these out and I'm gonna see. So if you're using a regular pan, you need to kind of cut all the way around the side of it and try to get it, but this just pulls straight out. That's one of the reasons why I like these, oh, don't have to do that. That's one of the reasons why I like these silicone. So it just pops right out of there. So this is going to be my breakfast for today. The cheese is unbelievable. Let's see what it's like having the mozzarella the bottom of the egg. Oh wow. That's really good. Yeah, I might start moving over and do a mozzarella in this. If you make one of these things and I would love to hear your outcome. I'd love to hear what you think about them. If you make any of the cheese stuff, I'd love to hear the outcome, see what you think about that as well. Put comments in the bottom below, subscribe, click, all that stuff. You know what to do, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for watching, especially up to this point. It does a lot for me whenever y'all do that, so I greatly appreciate it. And until the next time, thank y'all. Bye-bye.